Hello friends, this video on ray optics part 18 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Please make sure that you have watched all the videos till part 17 before going ahead with part 18. Now let us introduce a term called refractive index. So what is this refractive index? Can you guess something from the term? Because it is always good to guess things from a term so that you do not forget what it means. When I say refractive index, the term refractive itself tells that it is something related to refraction. What does index tells? Index is something which is, when you hear the word index, you feel it is something which tells about measure of something. It measures something, right? So it is basically a measure of bending of light during refraction, because we told that during refraction the light will bend when it enters a different medium. So how much the light will bend, that is governed by the refractive index of the medium. So refractive index is basically a property of the medium. So depending upon the refractive index of a medium, the bending of light will happen, right? So it is, and we can write it in terms of expression. We write it as the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction. Did you remember something? Just in the previous slide, I told you about Snell's law, which told that sine of angle of incidence by sine of angle of refraction is equal to constant for a specific pair of media and for a specific color, right? So this constant is nothing but refractive index. So refractive index is often denoted by n, or it is sometimes denoted by mu. So depending upon, sometimes at many places you see it is denoted by mu, and at many places you see that it is denoted by n. So this refractive index is always with respect to some other media. Let us suppose if I have two medium, 1 and 2. This is the boundary between the two medium and this is the normal to the boundary. Let us suppose this is a ray of light which is incident on the boundary. After refraction, it bends in this way. So this is the angle of refraction, right? So when I talk about this refractive index, it is always denoted as n/1. That means the refractive index of medium 2 with respect to medium 1, right? So when I say n/1, that means refractive index of medium 2 with respect to the refractive index of medium 1. So refractive index is always with respect to something else, right? So if I say refractive n/1 is refractive index of 2 with respect to 1, we can write it as 1 divided by n/2. That means refractive index of 1 with respect to 2. Because refractive index of 1 with respect to 2 would be n1 by n2, right? So this is refractive index of a medium. You will get better understanding of refractive index as we go ahead and we talk about the optical density of a medium, because their refractive index plays a very important role. Now this refractive index is also defined as the ratio of the velocity of light of a given wavelength in empty space to its velocity in a medium. So what is the velocity of light in empty space? In empty space it is denoted by c, that is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second, and in a medium let us say it is v. So we can say that refractive index is equal to c by v. So this is also a way of defining refractive index of a medium, because in different medium light travels with different velocities, right? So the ratio of the velocity of light in vacuum divided by the velocity in any other medium is defined as the refractive index. So you can see that a refractive index of a medium decides with what velocity light will travel in a particular medium. So therefore, it decides how much light will bend when it enters a particular medium. So refractive index depends upon the nature of the medium. That means refractive index for water will be different than refractive index of glass, than refractive index of air. So different medium will have a different value of refractive index. It is independent of the angle of incidence. Because as I mentioned, it is a property of the medium. It has nothing to do with the angle of incidence of the light. Now we will talk about the optical density of a medium. Like, we know that we are quite familiar with the term mass density. What is mass density? Mass density is defined as mass per unit volume. In per unit volume, how much mass is there in a particular object. That is defined by mass density. Similarly, when I talk about optical density of a medium, what do I mean? I mean that a medium with greater value of refractive index. So optical density of a medium is nothing but a property of a medium which determines how much refraction will take place. That means everything is related. If you see refractive index will determine how much bending of light will occur. Bending of light is nothing but refraction. So refractive index decides how much refraction will take place, right? And optical density is again a property which is decided by the refractive index. So optical density is something which will again decide how much refraction will take place. So optical density is directly related to the refractive index. So we have two types of medium, optically denser medium and optically rarer medium. So what is an optically denser medium? We call a medium as optically denser if its refractive index is more with respect to the other medium. I mean, this is always since it is denser, rarer, so it is a comparative degree. That means if I say that medium 1 is optically denser medium, that means it is optically denser than some other medium, right? So if I say medium 1 is optically denser than medium 2, that means refractive index of 1 is greater than refractive index of 2. So let us look at this example. As I mentioned earlier, we see that for an optically denser medium, the refractive index is higher, and optically rarer medium, the refractive index is lower. For example, let us suppose we have two medium, 1 and 2. Okay, so let us suppose if I say that N21, what is N21? It is nothing but refractive index of 2 with respect to 1. So this is written as N2 by N1. So it is refractive index of 2 with respect to 1. If we say that N21 is greater than 1, what does this mean? Which is a rarer medium and which is a denser medium? If N21 is greater than 1, that means N2 by N1 is greater than 1, which implies that N2 is greater than N1. That means refractive index of 2 is greater than refractive index of 1. That means 2 is optically denser and 1 is optically rarer. Right? Similarly, if we say that N21 is less than 1, that would mean that N2 is less than N1. That means refractive index of 2 is less than refractive index of 1. So in that case, 2 will become an optically rarer medium and 1 will become an optically denser medium. Right? So this is how refractive index plays an important role in determining which medium is optically denser and which medium is optically rare. Now, optical density is not at all related to mass density of medium, because when we talk about mass density, it is something of mass density has only to do with mass, the amount of the quantity of matter per unit volume. But when I talk about optical density, it has relation only to refractive index. And refractive index of a particular medium is very specific to that medium. So every medium has a specific refractive index of its own. Let us suppose water has a refractive index of say 1. Let us suppose water has a refractive index of 1.5 and air has refractive index 1. So that means water is a denser medium. Water is a optically denser medium than air. Now, what is the role of optical density in refraction of light? That we will see now, because depending upon the optical density of medium, the bending of light takes place. So that is how optical density affects the refraction of light. Thank you. Please visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thank you once again.